Nature Football Freedom here. My name is Emeka, and today we're there for Mike's Arena to cover the ongoing match between Manchester United versus Arsenal. For this place, we interview Nigerian football fans to get their reaction, and after the matches, we give you good football content. We're going to the watch. I beg, if you don't need for this place, like this video, subscribe, turn on your notification button, so we're going to receive content like this. You know this matters. The Gunners. Yeah. An important win for you guys today. The smile is unending, and we saw a whole lot of movement in the Arsenal game, but I'm asking this question: were Arsenal fearful today? Were they scared, or were they being careful? Because they did not approach the game as the Arsenal we used to know. But 1-0 is still a win for them. How do you see the performance?
Yeah, a win is a win. But in terms of the approach to the game, I'm sure Arsenal fans weren't expecting Arsenal to approach the game the way they do, considering the fact that they've been playing so well, you understand, in all areas. So they never expect Arsenal to, play this way. I'm sure to some Arsenal fans, it might look like maybe they are scared of Man U. But I feel they are not scared. Maybe they are just trying to play with caution. Maybe they are just trying to play with caution. You understand? Not to really make too many mistakes. Try to get that all-important goal, which they eventually did, at the first half. And it's all good. But Manchester United, they came out so strong. You understand? And no one ever expects such. Due to the fact that the last game they played, they were... In fact,
they were hammered.
Man U they were dismantled. They were destroyed. Yes. You understand? In fact, they were not even Manchester United. They were Manchester divided. Honestly speaking, Crystal Palace, dismantled them. So, coming into this match with Arsenal, I believe many Arsenal fans were thinking that they are going to pounce on Manchester United. It was like Arsenal was the predator and then Man U was the prey. You understand? But when the game began, it now looks like it was the other way around, kind of. Though Arsenal began the game well, they controlled the game well, then at some point, the control shifted to Manchester United. You understand? Man U took control of the game,
especially after that Arsenal's first goal, they started applying caution, like you said.
Yes, they started applying caution. Man U, began to put more pressure on Arsenal, and you could see that Arsenal were not really, marking them man for man. They were like giving Manchester United room, to operate. You understand, to pass and all that. So the game really was, overall, it was quite interesting. But in terms of the performance, for me personally, I wasn't too happy that Arsenal allowed Man U to take charge of the game, because Manchester United took charge of the game, even though Arsenal won at the end of the day.
I would say this is the kind of Mourinho's win. Mourinho likes winning 1-0. He doesn't care. One of those days we call it dirty win. But now, finally, Arsenal is back on top of the table. But Manchester City still will decide this one, if they are going to fumble against Tottenham or the final day of the match. Do you still feel like Arsenal have hope? What do you feel that will be the outcome of Manchester City versus Tottenham as regards to the title race?
Okay, now all eyes now is on that very game between Spurs and Manchester City. And of course, all Arsenal fans, and including the Arsenal players themselves, with the coaching crew, they are now in support of Spurs, actually spoiling the game for Man City. You understand? Because they know that anything draw in that match or a loss to Man City, then automatically the title race is shifted to Arsenal. It's no longer in the hands of Man City. So, and then Man City on their own also know that very well. They know very well that they have to win Spurs, for them to have that assurance again that the title race is still in their hands. So anything short of winning for Man City, I'm telling you, the title race is shifted from their hands. it's now in the hands of Arsenal. That's where it's going to be. So for that game, definitely it's going to be tough. And then for Spurs, I think their past 4 or 5 games they've been losing, so badly, 3-0, 4-0 like that. You understand? So I think Spurs may want to prove a point. That they are a strong side. They are not a side that you can easily defeat. So I'm hoping to see a very interesting game. Of course, as an Arsenal fan, I'm hoping that Man City lose or at least draw. So
And this is one of those days where your club, the London neighbours, now Arsenal especially, will be trying to go for reconciliation. After all the banter with Tottenham, now they are depending on Tottenham to do a good job for them.
yes, of course, they are really going to depend on Spurs. I'm sure. In fact, for some of the Arsenal fans, they should be doing some fasting and prayer, before that game, so that so that at least there'll be a draw. Because all Arsenal need in that match is at least a draw. That's all.
And it's open.
And it's open. In fact, not just open, the race is shifted. The title race is shifted to Arsenal. Not just if just a draw. That's what Arsenal need. Honestly, or just a draw. Because as it stands now, Arsenal is on 86 points. Man City is on 85. So a draw will make Arsenal and Man City be on the same point, but Arsenal will have an upper hand because of the goal difference. So you can see that the title race automatically will shift to Arsenal. So all Arsenal need to do on the last day is to win. Just win by one. Just win and win. And the title race and the title is theirs. You understand? And I hope it will be so. Yeah.
I feel your joy. I know it's too much for you to contain right now. It was a tricky one, and finally you guys came out. But George, looking at the game, which player impressed you more in today's game, and what do you think Arteta did right today, despite the slow performance from Arsenal?
Okay, particularly in the second half of the match, Arteta has, realizes that that the game, because Man U keep increasing in terms of the control, in terms of taking charge of the game, they keep increasing. So what Arteta did was to remove Odegaard and then put in Kyrgios, you understand, so that to strengthen that defense, because he has realized that there is that it seems Arsenal will not be able to get that second goal, you understand. So he decided to make that change so that the back line at least will be more stronger, you understand, to defend just that one goal. And then in terms of the player of the match for Arsenal, can I really pick a player? Okay, I'll pick Rice. Rice did well. Rice did okay in that match. And then for the defense, Saliba too also did well as well. So both players for me, let me say they are the men of the match, not man of the match. Then for Manchester United, 2 players that I feel did well was on the right hand side, on the left hand side of Manchester United, which is Diego Dalot, and the number 17 player, Garnacho. Those 2 players did
Garnacho looked very sharp.
fantastically well on that left hand side. Honestly, they really did well. Both players, Dalot and that number 17, Nacho, they did so well. So for me, Manchester United, those 2 players are the men of the match. They did so well. Overall, fantastic game, and I'm looking forward for the next one. I'm sure you too.
I'm happy for you guys. And if you have any final thoughts for the likes of yourself, Arsenal fans all over the world, you can just send them your message.
All right, to all my Arsenal fans all over the world, we have come a long way. At least you can see that we are growing. We are waxing stronger. We have a very good coach, you understand, who has really coached the team so well. So let's just keep the hope alive. You understand? Let's keep the hope alive. We have been doing so well. Each year we keep waxing stronger and stronger. And now we are edging closer to winning the title for the first time in over, in a very long while now. So let's keep up the faith. You understand? We're doing so well and now we are so close. But even if Arsenal did not win the title, at least they make sure that the title race was till the very end.
Yeah.
You could see that. So definitely, Arsenal fan, keep the hopes alive. We are waxing stronger. If we don't win it this season, next season is there. Definitely, we are going to do much more better. So for the Arsenal fan, please keep supporting the Arsenal team. They are doing so well. We are gunners for life. We are gunning everything down. We are gunning them with our AK-47.
Thanks for coming by.
All right, no problem.
All right.